You are now listening to the Mind Unleashed, Open Mind Industries podcast. Sit back, relax, and unleash your mind. Hey guys, welcome to episode 92 of the Mind Unleashed. As we always do, let's give you a shout out to our supporters. Surfers Lyft, the ride sharing app. Use the code TMUP for, I believe, $5 off for your first couple rides with Lyft. You must be new to Lyft for that code to apply. Definitely use Lyft a lot for traveling, what have you. Because I do not drive, stuff like that. Not yet, at least. And it's really good to get around, when you quick ride or whatever, or if you're going to a shop or whatever. Yeah, definitely good. Definitely been using Lyft for a long time. Sorry, playing with my hair and the video. Definitely been using Lyft a lot. Really enjoy using it. Like it better than Uber. There, I said it. I like it better than Uber. I do. Definitely use them. Use the code TMUP for a few bucks off. Mostly new to Lyft for that code to apply. Also, please check out 3D SCAN to CAD. 3D SCAN to CAD is a 3D scanning service for reverse engineering automotive personal projects, whether it be cosplay or mostly automotive or, something you have in mind. Pavel is offering you guys about $100 per hour. My followers will get a better discount. I'm not allowed to get that code out until you need it. That's something we have kind of, if you want to call me and we'll set something up. If you have a 3D printing project, I will let you know. But $100 per hour is a great price if you're looking to get something done. You'll have the model pretty much in your hands in a couple days, depending on what he's working on. He's done anything from Humvees, cars, reverse engineering parts. He's been in the automotive field for quite a while. Uses a Peel 3D scanner. He can be on your job site or work site in a matter of days, hours, what have you, based out of Miami, Florida. So definitely check him out. 3D Scan to CAD. Link will be down below in the description. Amazing dude. Had a great time talking with him and learning to what he does. His work speaks for itself. I've seen a lot of the work through his Instagram page and Facebook and what have you. Can't recommend him enough. He's done some amazing reverse engineering and scanning. He's in the field. He knows what the hell he's doing. So can't recommend him enough. Also want to give a shout out to Strumman Law. Jeffrey Strumman, he's been amazing. Our trademark attorney for OMI. If you're looking to get your brand moving, grooving, stuff like that, intellectual property, definitely check him out. He was amazing and a very big part of, branding the OMI brand to 3D printing and stuff like that, including the whole trademark and patenting and all that kind of crap. In layman terms, he didn't screw me around. Really walked us through the process. Honest to goodness trademark attorney. He's looking to make sure you guys get the best out of your business to make it grow. And, with no BS, what can I tell you? I mean, honest to goodness attorney. Definitely check him out. He, literally, worked in or, went to school here at UCF and then went to Colorado where he's based now. Can work anywhere across the country. So definitely give him a shout out. StrummanLaw.com. Link will be down below in the description. Okay, guys, I guess that's about it. I used to have more people, but everybody's moving their businesses around, and Daniel's been doing his stuff, and Weeks has been doing his stuff, so that's what I got for you. Welcome to episode 92 of the Mind Unleashed, as we always do. Let's get into it. What the hell's been going on? Well, a lot of things. At the last episode, I was discussing about making a new podcast, so it's gonna happen. We've agreed. I've talked to Dell, and she totally agreed to do it. And something that's been up my brain for a while, and it's been a thing because we did a podcast together in episode 42, and we had a good time doing it. It was really a blast getting to know her and talk with her, and as a coworker, a friend, stuff like that. And really, I wanted to develop something with her for quite a while. I think she's got a great mindset. I think you guys would enjoy her and us collaborating together. I think that's a great idea because I like to help people out. I can't say my own financial stuff's going in order, but you guys know what the hell's going on with that. I will speak more of that later in the future. I wish it was going better, but it's not. It's just COVID, financial stuff like that. But other than that, there was a thing. I needed to do this, and, it was a good idea. And yeah, it's a great idea, and I talked to everybody, and I didn't put a poll out, sadly, but I ended up getting a lot of feedback through email and through the YouTube video, and through people who did hit up a few things and said, dude, you gotta do this. So this has been a thing in the works for about a year. Me working on my own stuff and getting 3D printers up and running and doing my own stuff, and now getting the laser cutter up and running, and hopefully this all will pay off in the future. Everything takes time. I got friends that run their own businesses, from automotive to SDs and SD stores. Sorry, SD, I can't pronounce that one. ST. I did open an SD store for a little bit. I didn't like, I had to, be whatever. Did a lot of 3D printing stuff during the, goddamn pandemic. Being shut down with Universal and going back to work and stuff like that. And writing on the wall with Universal has really been on the wall that, hey man, this isn't really for you anymore. Not to say I hate what I do, I love what I do. I'm probably going to be staying there for probably another 2 years. I don't know. We get really good benefits with the cable and stuff like that, so that's why I'm still there, and it pays the bills. It's nice to have some of those benefits to do that. But, meeting some awesome coworkers that run their own businesses and stuff like that, and I've been able to help them push forward and start their own podcast, stuff like that. Like I said, the writing's been on the wall to start something new, and honestly help her. I'd like to, do something with her, because I have a blast gaming with her, I have a blast talking with her, I have a blast loving her as a person. She's got that mentality of like, oh my god, we need to do something. And I can see it for a while. Like, I could see that it was time to do something. The minute we did our podcast episode and I got her on, and for the first time, and friends of ours said, dude, you guys collab so well together, why don't you do something? Well, can you, do something? My friend Dana, has told me that too, like, help her, like, get her doing something. She's so talented. And it was time, so she did the helms that I'm still trying to sell. So if anybody would like whiskey glass covers or something for your man cave, please look at them. I will put a link in the description, or I'll put them on Facebook. I'm looking to sell the ones that she really kicked ass with. I'm looking to sell 4 of them for like $100, because, dude, it was quality freaking work. The client fell under. I'm not throwing him under the bus. It happened. Things happened with him, and I wish he was more upfront. My bad too, because I should have did half now, half later. But for the work that she did and the work that I did, it's easily worth whatever I'm asking. And the other ones we're going to be giving away. Whatever we make from that, some goes to hers. So, to work with her and get her to move forward and to finally get the, and it took a couple days to sit with her and go, hey man, can I talk to you? Hey man, can I talk to you? Hey man, can I talk to you? And she had things going on, being back in Puerto Rico, and I like to say Puerto Rico. Talking with her and finally getting, sitting down and playing a game with her and saying, hey man, like, can I pick your brain for a minute? Can I pick your brain? So, we finally got to pick her brain and said, hey man, like, what do you think of this idea? If it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But why not try? So we sat down and I said, hey, like, before we start playing this damn game, it takes 2. Let's sit down and discuss the idea. Let me give you my idea. And Pernesco and a few other people that I know said, hey man, keep OMI and the Mind Unleashed your own thing, because you have a lot of ideas with that, and it goes wherever you wanted to take it, because you have a lot of interviews with friends and technology and stuff like that. And it's kind of your zen zone. You create something new with her, so, the synopsis for the new podcast, and the name, is Up Past Midnight. And I sat with her and I said, we went through a lot of different names, and I said, hey, sadly it's been me kind of jumping over her head and going, let's do this, because I know what it's like to start something and get something, the ball rolling and moving and grooving. It's going to cost, $15 a month to do storage with Lipson, and not a bad thing. It's easy to afford. So altogether with my podcast, the Mind Unleashed podcast, and that podcast is like $30 a month, which isn't bad. I'm probably going to doing like a donation box so we can get some donation for games to play and things to do and books to read and stuff like that. And it's going to be a podcast about us just playing games. What did gaming mean to us? What did games, such as Metal Gear Solid and all these games, as kids, how did that affect us? What the hell's going on? What movies, so we don't really know. It's never going to be a stale project or a stale episode or a stale topic because there's just so much to talk about. She plays a lot more games than I do, and she even considers me. She's like, we're playing It Takes Two, and she's like, he is not a gamer. Like, he is not a gamer like me. He's not. This isn't like up his butt. He's got so much other stuff going on, which isn't wrong to say. I've got so much other shit, from 3D printing to laser cutting to writing scripts to researching to so much shit going on. I can't stale into one freaking thing, and I'm also kind of technically a CEO of my own company, and I'm looking to build people and grow things. So it's like, of course, I'm not just a gamer. Gaming is my repertoire. I will always love gaming, and it's become a thing that has affected my life in many ways because there wasn't much I could do as a kid. Didn't really get to move around more until I was like age 8 or 9, once I started, getting on the crutches and walking and moving and grooving. And then later in my teen years to finally, oh my god, okay, I can now move on a bike, I can kind of do things and, kind of fall into it. So, for that to be a thing, it's cool. It's cool to finally be able to sit her down and go, okay, man, let's try this. And her family has been supportive, and her dad's kind of pushed her, because I'd like to give her an outlet to do things, and I'd like you guys to meet her more as a person and what she's been up to. And I think you're really going to dig it. I think you're really going to dig what we have in mind, and just getting the title done was the bitch, and then just getting the sound of what we're going to be doing, like the sound of the intro clip and outro clip. Like I said, it's not going to be all about just gaming. She's like, well, is it going to be more about just gaming, or is it going to be more like, well, we're going to take people into games that we play. We're going to take people into books that we read. We're going to take people into just this thing of us, where it goes. I have no idea. But that's the basic outline. So you're going to pretty much watching us talk about books that we've read. She's much more read than I am. I use more audio or Audible and stuff like that. My ADD is too much. I guess sometimes I gotta have shit read to me because my brain is just, the voices up there are too fucking quick. And even Pernesco said, you have ADD, man. So, it's hard for me to sit down, but it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for you guys to see. I can't wait to see where it goes. We'll do our first episode soon. We're supposed to kind of record today, tomorrow-ish, when this comes out. For you guys, probably tonight, once I'm done editing it. My edits are boom, boom, boom. What you see is what you get. I don't believe in structuring it and then cutting shit out that doesn't need to be. I let you guys decide. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You do. And I'm grateful for people that log into this to see and listen to me. And whoever gave me a review, thank you, man. That was like 3.0, and it was fair. It's a 3.0 podcast. This is still moving and grooving. I don't know what this is going to be ever in my life. It's just for me to splat my brain out. But for what Up at Midnight's going to be is two people talking about their lives for gaming, booking, books, movies, what affected us as kids now. What geekdom, what nerdom that we have, for things. And I hope she can do her own episodes with it. I'm hoping to train her on editing, and I hope for us to collab more on episodes, and so it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And I talked to Pernesco and a few other people. Pernesco's going to help with the logo. So what you see on the Facebook page, YouTube page, that was kind of designed from a website. To give me a basic outline of what that logo is going to be. It's kind of look like that. There might be some tuning just to kind of make it our own. It's just kind of give me an idea of, boom, this works. I kind of feel like a dick for, moving forward and kind of speeding it up, over her head a little bit and kind of throwing shit her way. But if I don't do that, things will kind of never get done. She's even said that to me. She's like, damn, you're fucking moving fast. It's like, yeah, we don't move, it's never going to happen, and I'll let her speak more about herself in the podcast because I don't want to speak above her or anything like that. I just want to speak about what's going on in the near future. But yeah, if I didn't move quickly to, number one, lock down the name, number two, do this, number two, do the intro, outro, theme and sound, it would never be done. Like, I presented to her quite a few things, and I'll play some audio for you. Give me a sec. And I'll play. Where is she? She's right. So I sent her a couple of things. And let me move. Let me keep going. I know this is boring for some. Okay. So, I'm going to give you guys the themes. These were built in GarageBand, a lot of looping and a lot of editing and a lot of shit. So if people think, oh, you can just take a sample. Sampling and shit is so hard to do. You still got to do, you still got to do your shit. So here's the first one. And that may get used. That we didn't agree on. We agreed on this one. She liked it a lot. She goes, oh my god, that was great. I don't know how you did that. So that was done in GarageBand with a lot of loops and a lot of track finding and a lot of moving things around and changing effects and stuff like that. Second one I really loved. I'll play that for you guys in a second. It kind of reminded me of some Stranger Things, stuff like that. She said it sounds more like sitting on hold. So at a doctor's office or whatever. So here we go with that one. That one I kind of fell in love with. I was like, I fucking figured it out. I sent it over to Pernesco and Dakota and a few other people I listened to, and I sent it to her, and our chatting is a little bit different because she's got shit going on. So I didn't, she's like, Pernesco said he liked it, Dakota said he liked it. Her response to it was, Dell's response to it was, it sounded more like I was on call waiting. So I was like, shit. So I went back. And our final one that we agreed on, and this one I went on to GarageBand on the MacBook, and I kind of played and looked for sounds and fucked around and yada yada. We finally agreed to this one. Second one might be used for things, I don't know. I thought the second one could be used as a middle ground to maybe a collage of shit we're doing, because, we don't know what this is really going to be. It's going to be mostly about gaming, mostly about our mental psyche of what games are to us and what titles. A lot of Let's Plays, because I don't play a lot of shit she plays, and she doesn't play a lot of shit that I play. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of stuff, so there'll be a lot of game capture with the Elgato and stuff like that, and we'll see where she goes. But it seems like it's going to be a real fun podcast. So that was a little more extended. That was our final one that I got approval on, and she goes, I like that a lot. I like the coin drop. I got a little static in the beginning with the record vinyl, and it's got that gamery feel. It's got that geek feel. You don't know what's going to happen, so we really don't know yet. But she agreed on it, and she said, yeah, man, that one sounds good. I said, cool. I did it. And she was like, you did it. And I'm like, cool. Like I said, the name was the hardest thing because I gave her some shots and said, hey, let's try this, hey, let's try that. Couch potatoes and Ready Player One and all this kind of shit. And up past midnight hit my head because I was like, we've been gaming a lot past up midnight, and we hop on and, our time difference isn't different here. I think what she said in Puerto Rico, it, once the daylight savings time happens, that's when they're an hour ahead of us, so something like that. But yeah, I had a blast, putting something together, so I'm glad, that's finally done. It was rough. It was rough getting stuff together. I'm glad we're kind of on the zone and stuff like that. We have Facebook now set. Twitter is not happening, sorry. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. We both said Twitter's not for us. It's not for me. But yeah, I will be back for 1 second. I gotta do something real quick. Cool. And we are back. Okay. So, I had to jump out of Pew real quick, and I'd answer a question. Everybody was like, looking at me, and I'm like, what? Yeah, man, so we're looking forward to you doing everything. Now that that's all said and done, and, effects are done, stuff like that, it's gonna be cool, man. I can't wait to, sit with her and discuss some awesome freaking games. Had to end up getting an Elgato. Had to buy an Elgato. I got a really good computer now, so I can do a lot of my work from SolidWorks to whatever. So, the hardest part is, editing. So I don't know, I have another computer that's going to be running a laser cutter and stuff like that in my room. I don't have really a workshop. All my stuff's done in the house, so literally in the house. The office is right next door, in the next room, so, yeah, we're gonna see how all this goes, and hopefully I can capture some stuff on the Elgato using the PlayStation 5. She's got a lot of PlayStation 4 games which we're gonna go through, and probably do It Takes Two again. Still gotta convert a lot of video over to the new YouTube page. Don't worry, Oh My Gaming's still gonna be a thing. It's pretty much gonna be this new Up Past Midnight. It's gonna be, and OMI's going to be still collaborating with it, so I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff. It's just I'm going to collaborate everything under one house, just under sister brand, so sister channel. So am still going to be a thing with all this stuff, because gaming to me, as somebody with a disability and mentally and stuff like that, means a lot. And like I said, it's kind of weird. Like I said, Domri doesn't really call me a gamer. Not to be rude or anything. I don't game as much as she does. It's for her, as she put it on one of the live streams, it's a coping mechanism. To buy all these games and do things, because it gives her an outlet. So I hope this podcast, Past Midnight, helps her and brings a lot of her followers in, and we get to have some cool conversations and just talk about love and life and story and what these books, games, stuff mean to us. And I got something really cool yesterday that popped in the mail. Finally, I ordered it from GalaxyCon. Kevin Conroy, for those who know, the voice of Batman, he's done all the Arkham games, except for the one. He's done Batman the Animated Series, Justice League, on Warner Brothers, all that stuff. So, I ended up finally getting the article, finally came in. I didn't know if, GalaxyCon was going to blow smoke at my ass or what, but, it seems like they weren't, and, they're like, hey man, it's going to take anywhere from a month for you to get this. It happened last month on the 17th, and yesterday it finally delivered. I was like, holy shit. So posted that on my Facebook page. That's fucking super badass. I was finally able to get an autograph from him. So I already met Mark Meer. Mark Meer is the voice of Commander Shepard on Mass Effect, and met him at a thing here locally in Orlando, and get a photo with him and stuff like that. He was under makeup and stuff like that. He wears a mask. He does a lot of cosplay stuff, and he's a real sweetheart. I've gotten to talk to him directly through Facebook, and he's a real down-to-earth cat. I can't thank him enough for just being so fucking genuine as a person and a cosplayer. Just somebody you would think, oh my god, this guy's famous. Yeah, he's famous, but he's so down-to-earth, and got a lot going on. He's done a lot of, D&D and stuff like that on Twitch channels, stuff like that. Super down there guy. If you get to talk with him, he is so freaking lovely. Just as a person in general. But yeah, man, getting Kevin Conroy's autograph finally, putting that on my wall soon. I'll put that in a shadow box or something, because that's super fucking cool that, somebody I never thought I'd get. And it's like, I'm getting old, but at the same time, it's like, dude, what did these people mean to you? And I was able to get, David Hayter and, Cam Clark together, both sign up thing. That was like, I think it was like $50, $50 or $60, and then the Kevin Conroy one was $60, and with shipping was like $70. So I was like, you know what, man, like, you got some extra cash, do it. Like, who the fuck knows when you're gonna be able to meet these people, or, so whatever. And I just had them write my name on it, but, Cam Clark even wrote, "Hey, Ollie." I went, "Oh, damn, Cam." But, I don't know what to write to these guys, and I'm like, hey, thank you, me, maybe a little quote, but, I don't know what to say, man. Hey, man, it's just great to these people, I get to have their signature and on something that I can go, man, I really enjoy these people, and glad that you do their work, and I'm glad to support what they do. And it's really cool to have them part of kind of my life now, so it's kind of cool to see that. And Kevin actually wrote, "Hey, Ollie," or "Ollie, I am Batman." So I didn't tell him to write "I am Batman," he just did it, so that was cool as hell. And it is his autograph. I checked it out, and it's certainly his autograph. He was like, "Do you want to give a certificate off of this?" I'm like, "No," but I know it's going to be them, probably. And it was, so it's cool. It's going to go on my wall. My friends were like, "Dude, that's fucking cool that, that showman, that's something to you," and stuff like that, so. Yeah, it's gonna be a blast, to do this podcast thing with her, and I can't wait to sit down and, and just jam with her. I can't wait she's such a fucking chill cat, and a beautiful, beautiful person, so I really can't wait to sit with her and kind of dig into it a little bit and kind of get her out of her shell a little bit, and for you guys to really get to know her, and, I'm so glad that she's like, "Yeah, man, let's do it." I'm glad her dad even told her, like, do it, because you only live once. You might as well have some fun while you're fucking here on planet Earth. And for me to be doing this podcasting and being a CEO of my own little business that's floundering and almost bankruptcy, it's just credit card debt that I owe, and I'm really having a hard time paying it. So, but I'm dealing with NDR, National Debt Relief, with that, and still having a hard time paying the monthly fees to that. So COVID was a motherfucker, and being on what I gotta do now, and still figuring that out out, how am I gonna pay the bills to that, and we'll work on it. But, I gotta get a few good payments in, so we'll see. I wish somebody would chip in and go, "Hey man, here's some cash," because that'd be fucking awesome. I wish there was a grant system or whatever. If anybody knows of a grant system, that would help me out, that would be phenomenal. I would gladly fucking take some help. Yeah, I hate to bring that up into play, but I did say in the beginning I was going to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, it's been struggling. I owe about $8,000, so I've been able to pay a little bit down, not much. But a few of my friends were like, "Dude, look into a grant thing. Maybe they'll help you pay some debt and get some debt to take away, so you don't have to worry about struggling anymore with that." But yeah, I don't know. Even my attorney said you should look into some grants, stuff like that. Grants are so hard to get, and then you got to beg and plead and grieve. But yeah, I'll be putting some stuff up on for the new podcast and donation page. And that's not just for me, it's for us to purchase games, controllers, stuff like that if we need, because there's games, we both don't have that would be helpful to have. She's got over, what did she say the other day? She's got over like 1,000 games that we're going to be going through. So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of share plays and a lot of stuff like that. So I got to talk to her maybe about getting access to her console or stuff like that. Letting me in her console to play some of the games, or for better game capture or what have you, or maybe it'll work better. Maybe I'll do something with that. But I'll see what she says. This still might be a thing. I'm still trying not to cram this down her throat, but at the same time, we're still trying to get everything in order to where it looks good for you guys, and you guys will really enjoy the channel. It's not only going to be the podcast, but it will be a vlog, so we'll be using Zoom to, do some video talk and stuff like that. Maybe put some gameplay in the videos, stuff like that. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to totally doing it and adding this into the All My brand. And because, like I said, gaming has always been a big part of my life. for me, it's always been like, hey man, like games have always made me relax and made me feel good, and it's a medium that I always love. And for people that have disabilities who are scared to get out of their comfort zone, because I have friends that they're so introverted or so extroverted, they're like, I don't know how to speak with people. It's got to be a small group or this. But gaming brings you out to cosplay and cons and people to see, creativity and all of mine has always been that, so I'm glad that we developed a sister channel, which will be up past midnight, so you guys can hop on the thing. Videos are not up there yet. The Facebook page is up. The Instagram is up. It's going to get amazing that you guys get to see all this and work with us. And I'm still going to put some stuff on the All Mine page too, so we'll be cross-posting and stuff like that, just, but so the page for this, or the new stuff, will be up past midnight. Looking forward to seeing what Pernesco is going to do with the logo, so I don't get copyrights and stuff like that. We're just going to tinker with what I found, and the company that I did find, I just couldn't pay that fee. That fee was it's like $7.99 a month just to hold on to files, man. For like 12 months, it's like, whoo. Yeah, that's not cheap, man. $7.99 a month. That adds up, man. So $7.99, that's $100 something and change. Yet even I'm like, what the fuck, man? Jesus, I'll pay a flat fee. But even the flat fee was like, that was a yearly fee of $150. And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that right now. So let me just kind of design this and play with it and tinker with it. And, so we did. And so I don't even care. But that logo is going to be kind of switched and moved and remixed all over the place to our own kind of style. So what you see on the pages are not officially it yet. It's just kind of a outline of what the logo is going to kind of look like. I told Pernesco a couple of ideas today, so I haven't told Del yet, but she's been busy on her own things. So we really haven't chatted today at all. So yeah, hopefully we can get started and move forward. And I really, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the jam. I'm grateful for everything you guys have done. People who click on this and listen to it, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think the next move for me for the All My brand is to get the hell out of debt. Would be nice, but I got to talk with NDR and see what the next moves is with that, because it's just getting rough dealing with a few things. And man, I wish a guardian angel would swing in and go, "Hey, man, I got you." But if anybody knows of a grant program or something like that, haven't been very vocal about my stuff because it's my own fault. And not only that, but the move got ahead of us, and the house got ahead of us, and going to work got ahead of us, and just getting caught up with everything. I mean, I wish a guardian angel would step in and be like, "Hey, man, I got you. Here's, no questions asked here." But that never happens. That's, what I owe right now is about like $8,000. So I'm paying it. It's gone down a little bit, but man, I wish. A friend of mine was telling me about a grant system. He's like, you need to look into the grants to build your brand, get yourself a workshop, do your shit. And I will look more into those, I promise. I don't really know where to start, so if anybody is really good with looking at grants and things, let me know, man. I'm not ashamed to ask for help. I've never been ashamed. So definitely looking for a CPA. So if anybody's willing to be a CPA for the end of the year, man, I would really appreciate that too, because I'm trying to find honest, legit people that would help out. I'm not going nonprofit. That's just not me. That's I've been told not to go nonprofit by many other people too. Don't go nonprofit. So, but I hope to donate some time. I'm even thinking about doing a GoFundMe, and then adding my 3D printing work on top of that, so people don't feel like they're getting ripped off of hey, so here's what we're doing and things, and I can donate some work to you, and I'll do some fucking work, and I don't mind doing work for people, so for free. I would love to be out of fucking debt, though. That's one thing. But yeah, I'm so grateful for this to be happening, and it's not going to kill the bank with me either, because I can afford what I can afford. But yeah, I'm super stoked to be doing what we're doing, and I can't wait to do it. And at the end of the day, it's going to be fucking phenomenal. So I guess that's all I got for this week. This is kind of the rundown of what the hell was going on with that, what the game plan is for the future, and me blabbling about my being in fucking debt like everybody else is already, so the whole world's struggling, and I'm very blessed to be where I'm at, so I still gotta get ahead of that. So, but yeah, I'll take any help if anybody's got really some assistance or knows somebody in the area, and hit me up at the OMI Gmail account, so openmindindustries@gmail.com. Hit me up there. Click on the link, or hit me up through Facebook privately or whatever. I am looking for any real help. That would be phenomenal. I know a few friends have been like, "Hey man, get ahead of it," or "Let's help her." Whatever. The GoFundMe thing is a thing, but I am going to do a donation page for the new podcast. That is not to get out of debt. That is to for people that want to donate either a game to Steam, or donate it to PSN, or help us out until we can play a game together, or so you guys can sit there and watch us play it together and just talk about the love of the designer, because we've got enough games, I'm pretty sure, to play for a long fucking time. I know Dell's still looking to get a PS5, but that probably won't happen for a bit. I ended up helping her with my Dogecoin, helping her get a new router, so I ended up getting Google Wi-Fi for her house in Puerto Rico because the internet is kind of poopy there, so that should help her. And I'm waiting on another part for that stupid thing. I ended up getting it through eBay, and the seller on that, man, I'm not very pleased. I gave him a neutral. I just said, "Hey man, here's the deal. Nice cat, but man, how do you give somebody wires and shit, but you don't give them the brick power the device?" Which it didn't say it was coming with bricks, but he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna do something so nice for her." Da, da, da. You know, he ended up getting the COVID vaccine. This is not me shitting on him. This is me just kind of speaking my mind. I read him a neutral. I did say, you know, that was the only big headache of it all. Like, it took a while for you to ship it out. I paid your damn fee. You know, come on, let's go. And I'm not pissed with the guy. I mean, it is what it is. A little bummed on how everything went out. You know, him getting, you know, but I'm glad he's doing okay. I'm not shitting on him or anything like that. It may sound like I am, but I'm not. Everything is in. I don't know if it works or whatever. The USB connectors to power into a wall socket are on their way. They should be at her place on Friday in Puerto Rico. So hopefully she can set all that up and get it running properly so we can have better stream. Yeah, so hopefully that balances her in or out a little bit. But yeah, I'm looking so forward to the future of this, and it's going to be a while, you know, a few months, so stand by, sit back, and watch us grow, and I hope you guys enjoy what's the future. And I hope my stuff improves with all my hoping to get the hell out of debt. It's the one thing that I'm so struggling with that right now. It's been crazy. I don't even know where to begin with all that shit, but man, if there is a guardian angel, man, hit me up. I did have somebody hit me up a way back with that, and I told my friends about that loan. The guy was like, "Hey man, here's a starter loan for X amount of dollars," and he was like, "Why'd you take it?" I'm like, "Because I wasn't where I needed to be." And no, all the debt that I'm in isn't just because of me being stupid with money. It's just developing a business, and then it getting ahead of me, and then all that money, and then all the getting credit cards. I had to stop paying them for a little bit, and what happened with that is I had to keep ramping up, you know, missing payments, because of the home and the shit with that. And it was, trust me, if somebody could squeeze in and say, "Hey man, I've been doing so well, here's some cash," I'd be like, "Dude, thanks." So, you know, I just want to be the hell out of debt, but it will happen, I'm sure. I'll be out of it soon. And it's not like, oh my god, it's not college debt, which is great. Everybody who I've talked to, like, I mean, it's not college debt. You're in great debt. And great debt is what you're in. It's to build your brand or whatever. So we'll see in the future. I don't know. Every day I'm like, it's in the back of my mind, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like, fuck it. I've been looking at loan forgiveness. I've been looking at stuff like that, but I don't even know where to begin with all that shit. You know, hey, pay a flat fee and we'll call it a fucking day. But I don't know. If somebody's out there that's willing to help or push this to a friend that knows how to help, I'm all ears. I'm all fucking ears. I'm not stopping OMI by any stretch of the imagination. I'm grateful for the people that have put their time in and helped us out. And it's nerve-wracking, but we'll get there. And this is just a better tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to everything that's going to be coming our way. And yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you. I'm so looking forward to the upcoming podcast, and I thank you all for tuning in. It took a lot to upload on the older videos, so if you see videos going up to YouTube under the All My brand on my page, that's just me being lazy and finally getting them up. yeah, I'm one fucking dude doing a lot of things and helping a lot of people do their things and moving and grooving them. So I can't wait to show the new podcast off with Dell, and I hope you guys will enjoy every minute of it. So, yeah, man, keep an open mind. Have a good one. I will talk to you guys later. See ya.